So, what is your name and where are you from?
Okay, my name is Mary. I'm from Australia. I live in Australia, but I'm originally from New Zealand. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. So, why this service, Mary?
Why this service? It's a very good question. When I started thinking about Surf to Learn, I was thinking what could possibly be beneficial for these kids to be learning English. But it's much more than that. It's them not having anyone care for them or give them that amount of attention and love, and having that a person there that cares for you and gives you love and attention and time, that means the world to them. These children come from homes where their parents neglect them. They don't get any time from their family, from their parents. They live out in the streets. Their friends are not the best. The girls are completely neglected. So having a meeting place, a safe meeting place in church, and there's actually something for them, it's different for them. And something I've learned here is that the churches here lack resources. They really lack resources. And having a service like us, actually going to a place where there's nothing, the church has nothing, these are the people that are in need. These are the Egyptians that are in need. So definitely Coptic Orphans allowing this service to happen in places where people wouldn't normally go, people wouldn't normally hear of. That's God's service. This is a service that will please God.
So, how has your perception of Egypt changed?
It hasn't. I don't think it has changed. Probably because I've been to Egypt and I kind of know what the people are like. I know what the cultures and traditions are like and how people live and stuff. But it has changed my perception of my parents, because I don't think I've spent enough time out here in the villages of Egypt. And when I saw how people suffer and how people live here, and how the basic needs are the only thing they look for, and that their ambitions are very, very basic, I started thinking about where my parents were living, because my parents were from the same kind of area. So yeah, my parents, I understood them more. I got to know a lot more about them. Yeah, so getting to know the people here, I got to know how my parents lived and how hard it was.
So, what would you say to someone thinking to come to Serve to Learn?
I'll tell them you've got to come. You've got to see this. There's nothing that I can tell you that will do this justice. You've got to come and see. You've got to come and see Georges, who is completely uneducated and lacks all sorts of literacy. And at first, when he first came to class, he didn't have any kind of attention to getting educated, but then seeing that change and seeing him trying at least to read and trying to get educated. You've got to see Marina, who will do anything to get her education, even though all her siblings aren't educated. You've got to see all these beautiful children. You've got to see Ashaib, who, with his charismatic character, will drive the whole world attention towards him, and he drives all the adults mad. But at the end of it all, he's changed. His behavior changes. You've got to see all these kids. These kids stay with me. They will stay with me forever in my heart, and I'm sure that we will stay in their hearts. And to have this kind of experience, to have this kind of service, it brings joy to everyone. it's just a joyful experience, and I'm sure God's present in it always. So come, it's only 3 weeks, and you need to just